Are you thinking about moving to Verdi, Nevada? If so, you're going to want to check out this brand new home community by Toll Brothers in the Verdi area called Quilici, and this is their Palovista community. This specific community has 3 different floor plans, and today we're going to be touring their single-story option called the Atley at 2,405 square feet, and this home is priced at $859,000 to start, with 2 other elevations that are slightly more expensive. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Tully, and I am your go-to resource for Reno, Sparks, Verdi, and Northern Nevada real estate information. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to the area, I'd be happy to help. All my information is down below. So you're probably wondering where the Palovista at Quilici community is located, and it's located in the Verdi area off of the Boomtown Garson exit, kind of close to the Boomtown Casino. I would say the only downside is you're a little further out from amenities, but the trade-off is beautiful scenery and mountain views. I would say most of the amenities are going to be in the northwest part of Reno, either off of the Robb Drive exit or the McCarran exit, which you're going to have a Rayleigh's grocery store, a Safeway, a Walmart, and a handful of other restaurants, bars, and shopping in northwest Reno. So like I said, it's slightly less convenient, but I do think the scenery and the beautiful mountain views is an amazing trade-off. All right, today we're going to be touring the Atley floor plan at the Palovista community by Toll Brothers at their newest Quilici community. It's a 3 to 4 bedroom home with 2.5 bathrooms and a 3-car garage at 2,405 square feet, and it's priced right around $860,000 for the base price. All right, once again, we are in the Atley floor plan at the Palovista community at Quilici by Toll Brothers. We are in the beautiful entryway, and you have a nice wide hallway. So the standard flooring in the home is going to be a laminate. This is definitely an upgraded flooring, and I can show you where they will have typical standard flooring such as carpet in the great rooms and the bedrooms. I myself personally purchased a Toll Brothers home last year, so I can give you some pretty good insights on their upgrades. Right over here is going to be your standard knockdown texture, which is a standard wall feature in just about every new home community in the area. I believe they also offer hand trowel, which is kind of like an old world wash texture. I got the hand trowel texture in my home, and I still believe they offer it here. Over here is a nice 5¼ inch baseboard, which unfortunately is an upgrade. I paid for this upgrade in my home, but the standard baseboard is going to be slightly smaller than this. Right over here to the right is going to be your coat closet, which of course is nice because it's right next to the front door. Over here is going to be your first secondary bedroom, which all the bedrooms are going to have carpet. This is definitely an upgraded carpet and pad as it's a model, but you will get a standard option for carpet in the bedrooms. And then this wall texture or wall paneling of wood is not something they offer. This is just a decorative item. So you're going to get that same wall texture called knockdown throughout the entire house, which is right here. Over here, it looks like a queen size bed, or maybe even slightly smaller, with 2 good size end tables. So you could definitely fit a king size bed here if you'd like. Over here, you got 2 nice windows, which you're gonna have to budget for window coverings when buying any brand new construction home. Over here, you got plenty of space here. Once again, that wood paneling is not included. It'll be the standard knockdown. Plenty of room here for a bigger dresser, maybe a little bit smaller if you put in a king size bed, maybe an accent chair, or even a nice TV on the wall, which is what I would probably do. Over here, you got a nice walk-in closet for this bedroom. And then over here you have your smart panel. So this is where your AT&T or Spectrum person is going to put your modem and router, and you can also upgrade when you're early on enough in the process if you want additional Ethernet ports, such as your office or bedrooms or other areas. All right, so over here in between the 2 secondary bedrooms, you have a beautifully upgraded full bathroom. The standard flooring throughout the home and in their wet areas it's going to be laminate. So this is a nicely upgraded tile with a nice light grout. Over here you got beautifully upgraded cabinets with handles. And then if you do want soft close throughout the home, that is an additional expense. And the standard bathroom countertops in the home are going to be Pietrofina, which are going to be a white man-made countertop and a little bit thinner than this. If you want to upgrade something to this or something like this, you can definitely do that at the design center. The standard option for faucets are usually a chrome, I believe, which is what I got when I built the home. If you want something like a gold finish or a matte black, those are definitely more expensive. And then if you want different mirrors or vanity light pre-wires, you can definitely do that in the electrical or the design center. And over here, this is an upgraded tub shower combo. I believe their standard tub shower combo would be an insert. So if you want to do something like this is definitely an upgrade and not an insert. And then typically their tile usually stops right around the shower head. But if you want to take it all the way to the ceiling, which I think looks absolutely amazing, you definitely can. It'll just cost you a little bit more money. And then maybe putting in a nice glass door there would kind of finish it off. Right over here, you have the other secondary bedroom. They added laminate flooring here. This would be an upgrade, and the standard flooring would be carpet like I mentioned. Once again, you would need window coverings. This is a slightly bigger room, which is nice. And this looks slightly smaller than a queen size bed, but with 2 good size end tables, you definitely have enough room for a queen or even a king size bed if you'd like. And then the thing to think about in this home is most Toll Brothers single story homes are 10-foot ceilings, but this home is actually 12-foot, which is really nice. It makes the home feel a lot bigger than even just this 2,400 square foot home. And then same thing with this wood paneling here. This is just a decorative item and something that's not included, but I agree, looks nice. Here's another view of the room. And then this room does not have a walk-in closet like the other room. This is more of a standard closet setup. All right, let's take you through the rest of the home here. Beautiful chandelier here down the hall. Over here to the right, this is gonna be a flex room. So this can be set up as an office, or you can pay to convert this into a full bedroom. Of course, this shelving and this storage area is absolutely beautiful, but this is an upgrade. This is not included. So you will have a little bit more space in this room if you decide to go with the office option. And of course, that built-in desk area there is also not included, but this looks very similar to the size of my office in my Toll Brothers home. And I think mine was anywhere from 12 by 14 or 12 by 16. This is a very good size office, or would also be a very good size room. And this glass door is definitely an upgrade. If you were to get the standard doors, it would definitely not be a see-through glass door, and it might not even be an option. Over here, got the beautifully upgraded great room. Got this nice wooden beams up top. I don't even know if you can actually upgrade those through Toll Brothers, but as you can see, beautiful open great room. A good section of the great room comes standard as carpet. I know, why would they do that? But that's why they charge you for it. So a good portion of this, like I said, is carpet, and you can upgrade it to, laminate, LVP, or leave it as carpet if you'd like. Give you another view of the great room. And over here, you got a beautifully upgraded fireplace, which I believe is anywhere in the $15,000 to $20,000 range for that specific fireplace, not including any sort of tile or work that you put onto that fireplace. That is just the fireplace in general. So like I said, if you wanted to add tile in the design center, would be an additional expense. And right over here, this makes absolute sense to put in a beautifully upgraded glass slider, because you have mountain views, but this is not the included slider. And I'm not even sure that that is an actual slider. I think those would be windows. And then I believe you have another slider over here. Yes. So I believe this is the standard slider. And then in most Toll Brothers homes, this area right here with the upgraded slider is just going to be probably, I would say, 3 windows here. And down the hall over here is going to be your half bath, which is a beautifully upgraded vanity, which this is also an upgraded countertop, same upgraded cabinets. Got a really nice wall texture here. It's a little dark for me, but it does look really nice. Same upgraded flooring here, could be laminate. And then right over here, you got some additional storage, which is really nice. And over here, you got the really good sized laundry area. The laundry room sink and cabinets are not included. I think for my cabinets and sink, I paid anywhere between $4,500 and $5,000. And then the standard option for a dryer setup at Toll Brothers is typically gas. And if you want to upgrade to an electric outlet, I think they charge over $1,000 or $1,500 for that. So keep that in mind. And here's an additional smart panel, which I'm not sure why they have 2, but maybe they put 2 in homes now. And over here is going to be the sales office, so we can't go in there. Over here, we got the beautifully upgraded kitchen. So one thing to keep in mind is those pre-wires for the pendant lights is something you're gonna wanna add if you're building the home. It's not included. And then I actually added 4, I think, recessed lights in my great room area. So all this additional lighting in the great room area is most likely an upgrade. I think I paid around $2,000 for 4 can lights or recessed lights. Over here, like I said, we got that beautifully upgraded kitchen. So they finally changed the standard countertops to kind of a base level quartz. But if you wanted to get a countertop like this, they have so many different levels. I think between like levels 1 through 5 or levels 1 through 7. This is a beautifully upgraded counter. Got a beautiful farmhouse sink here. Nicely upgraded gold faucet. Once again, you will get laminate in the great room area, but there will also be carpet as a standard option in the dining area. So if you want laminate or some other type of flooring in the dining area and in the great room, you're gonna have to upgrade it. So the cheapest option is to upgrade the standard laminate flooring, but just like with the kitchen and other options, there are many levels of laminate and many levels of other types of flooring. Over here, same beautifully upgraded countertops. This backsplash is also an upgrade. The standard backsplash usually goes up about 4 to 6 inches, and it's usually the same as your countertop that you choose. These cabinets are going to be 42-inch cabinets, which are going to be an upgrade. If you want uppers or additional cabinets up top, you can definitely do that. You can change the molding at the top of the cabinets in the design center. I mean, you'll probably be pretty overwhelmed at the design center, but it's a good feeling because you have a lot of options. And then this is also the upgraded Gen Air appliance package. The refrigerator is not included, but I believe the standard appliance package here is either a Whirlpool or a KitchenAid appliance package. And then over here, you got a beautifully upgraded walk-in pantry. This is definitely gonna have a handful of just normal shelves here, but if you wanna upgrade this to a beautiful walk-in pantry, you can definitely do this after you close. And over here, got a nice dining area, which is still nice and separate. And you can still fit a good 8-person table here. And then, like I said, you have 2 sliders. So let's go take a look outside. All right, so you got a beautiful covered patio here. As you can see, this is one of the best selling points of this community. You have the beautiful Sierras, and it kind of has that Somerset feel, which I really love. But this is just to give you an idea of what you can do in the backyard, because no new construction builder in the area actually landscapes your backyard. So as you can see, you got plenty of space here. You got a stucco exterior and a composition shingle roof. And then the average lot size in this community is about 8,500 to 9,000 square feet. And then you can budget anywhere from, you know, $20,000 to $100,000 for your backyard, depending on how big it is and what you're gonna do. And I would show you over there, but this person's vacuuming, so. All right, so let's check out this beautiful primary bedroom. Once again, this flooring in this bedroom is upgraded. The standard flooring would be a basic carpet. Once again, awesome 12-foot ceilings. This paneling or this wall texture here is not included. Just want to remind you, this is a really good size king size bed, 2 good size end tables, and you even have a little bench here with room to spare. Once again, you'll need a budget for window coverings, a washer, dryer, and fridge. As you can see, you got plenty of space here in the primary bedroom, plenty of space here for a dresser, TV on the wall, some art, maybe even a good accent piece here. And over here, you got the beautiful primary bath. So the standard flooring in the primary bath will be a laminate. This is an upgraded tile, same upgraded baseboards throughout this primary bath. And then this shower here, of course, is also upgraded. Got a really nice tile here. This is a frameless glass shower door, which is definitely an upgrade. And then they took it all the way to the ceiling. They also put in the gold faucet and shower head, which looks really nice. Over here is going to be your toilet area. Got dual vanities with nicely upgraded countertops and cabinets and gold faucets and fixtures. And then the standard bathroom countertop throughout the home and their bathrooms is going to be a Pietrofina. And over here, you got a beautiful walk-in closet. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the Atley floor plan at the Palovista community at Quilici by Toll Brothers. Once again, this home is 2,405 square feet, has 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a 3-car garage at 2,405 square feet. And it starts right around $860,000. Probably wondering about the HOA at this Quilici community, and it's $138 a month for Palovista. You are going to get a beautiful clubhouse that will be built in the future. The only downside is it won't have a pool, but this is pretty cool because they haven't built a clubhouse at a non-55 plus or active adult community in the Reno Sparks area I would say within the last few years. Another thing you're gonna have to budget for is a special improvement district fee, which is $17.50 annually, or breaks down to $145 a month. And this is to build out the infrastructure in the area for utilities, gas, electric, sewer, and roads. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to the Verdi area, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. And if you want to learn more about brand new construction in Verdi and in Northern Nevada, check out some of my other videos.